Hello, people of YouTube. My name's Daniel. This is my first ever YouTube video, and I don't quite know how to go about saying what I need to say, so I just thought I'd record and say things. Um, so I'm just making this video because there was something on my mind, and it was just relating to Grindr specifically. Not too sure if you know much about Grindr, but Grindr is a gay dating app, and it uses your proximity to try and find other gay males or other interested males in the area that you live in. I think it's up to 200 meters, but who cares? Anyway, I've been using the app for maybe about 2, 3 years, and it runs really well. It's fine. There's nothing to report, in the sense that it's as you'd expect a dating app to be. But in so many ways, it is quite unregulated because you don't necessarily need to register to any specific place to actually join the app. And as such, if you have joined and submitted your email address and whatnot, that is the precursor to getting on, but it doesn't stop people from using your pictures. And this is where I'm trying to get to now, essentially, without waffling too much. So about 6 months ago, someone mentioned to me that someone had seen my pictures on a different profile or in a different area, and I actually found the person who was using my pictures, and I said, well, we confronted them and sent them pictures of myself at that present time, a friend and I, and as you can imagine, I was blocked, and I didn't really get to the bottom of it, and I just thought, oh well, whatever, I'm not really that bothered. It's quite flattering if someone's using your pictures. It means that you're deemed relatively attractive. But I've since had people come up to me saying that they'd had messages from me, and I found that quite unnerving a little bit, only because you just think, well, if someone's using your pictures, that's one thing, but then they could be saying all sorts of things to anybody and everybody, and I think that that's what I take a real issue with. But the reason why I'm quite annoyed today is because I received a message from another user of the system or of the app, telling me that they'd actually met this person who had tried to use who is using my profile pictures. So I started probing this person for more information, and just wanted to get an idea of who this person was, who's actually using my details. And according to the guy I spoke to, it's a man in his 40s, maybe mid 40s. It's a bit older, maybe on the chubbier side, quite balding, so something in common but in very different ways. And for me that was quite interesting because he lives in a particular area that's not too far from where I currently live. And I was probing this guy for questions. I was just saying, can you give me more information? And I think I was being a bit hyper inquisitive because he obviously felt he was doing me a favor. But the thing that really annoyed me was that midway through this investigation, if you want to call it that, I said to him, he said to me, well, clearly, I met this guy and he wasn't you, but I would still be up for meeting you, i.e. me, because I would still basically like to do stuff, not to use the expletive. And I think that's the thing that really, really wound me up more than anything, because I said to this guy, like, look, I mean, he's not really unattractive, but I just had to use the analogy, if that's the right term, to say, well, it's like you going up to someone and saying that the car's been broken into, yet you then want to go out for a night out without resolving the issue. And I just said it's not that I don't want to do anything with you, but you can clearly see there's a massive disconnect between the topic we were talking about before versus what your intentions are thereafter. But anyway, yeah, he then messaged me back saying that my message had actually turned him off. And I was thinking, well, if me saying that I need your help to try and resolve this issue is a turn off, then, that's really, really sad. And I said it's actually quite tacky to expect that, you'll help someone in exchange for sexual favours, which I clearly declined. But yeah, I just thought I'd come on here and just talk about it because it was really annoying. And I've yet to hear back from this guy whether he will help me or not. But regardless of that, I was going to put this on an Instagram story, but clearly we're over 5 minutes in. I just need this to rant. So anyway, that's just my perspective on this situation. I don't know what you guys think about this, whether this has happened to you, if you've, had your likeness stolen, and what your thoughts are about it. But I'd be really intrigued to hear from people. And yeah, just thanks for listening to me rant if you got to the end of this video. And maybe I'll do another one soon. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, thank you.